Hello everyone. So today we are going to use the AI in IoT sector. There are multiple use cases, but for today, what we are going to use for POC purpose, a user will ask any questions, uh, okay, and will record those informations, and then we'll send it to uh, GPT, and GPT will give that response, and on that response we will display on the OLE models, right? And how exactly we'll do it, let's first understand. So user will ask this question, right? So let me explain very fast. So user will ask these questions. uh, there will be a web API, is the technical details, web API which is hosted, right? So user will ask these questions. User will ask this question to web API. On web API, let's assume we saved it somewhere, audio, right? For future purpose or for anything like for this one, let's save it, and then uh, we'll call to a web audio uh, audio model of OpenAI. Okay, and now we get some transcript of that. We get the transcript. Okay, now we get it the transcript, and then the transcript we will pass it to OpenAI chat module, OpenAI chat completion, to get the uh, whatever the question was asked by end users. So once we'll get that response, what we will do, we will send this response to any wearable device. Like here we are using OLED model, right? So let me show you how exactly we'll configure it. So this is a ESP8266 board. This is the breadboard. This is a OLED, and how we'll connect it. The ground will connect it with the ground, right? Here we have supplied the power supplied here, right? On the and then we have a SDA uh, point which is connected with a D2 pin, and SL with D1, right? So this configuration will pass this power to here only, right? And for the coding purpose, we are going to use Thonny as a ID. So what we are going to do is we will connect with our local. So since ASP8266 board not directly providing the Wi-Fi connection HTTP request, right? It's providing Wi-Fi connections, but it's not providing a request for HTTP and all, right? Directly we cannot call it from our ESP8266 board, right? So to do that, we have hosted one API. Sorry, we have hosted locally one API which is basically calling a GPT, right? So we are calling that GPT, and we'll getting that response. Here we are getting the transcripts of audio, right? So we are calling this, you can see it here. We are using the whisper one to get the transcript of whatever the question that we'll ask to uh, end user, right? Sorry, GPT, right? So now we are recording this one. Whatever the user will ask, we'll first record, we'll save those files, and then we'll pass it to get this transcript of that audio. Once we'll get the transcript, we'll pass it to GPT response, and once we'll get that response, we'll send it back to this call, right? And once we'll get this call, what we are initializing already modules, and whatever the response that we have, we are just splitting it, and then we will display this line by line. And here, since our Olio modules screen is very small, so we are displaying only 15 characters. So yeah, and this is some delay that we have added, so that if the text is very large, so we can see that uh, on the Olio models, right? So let's see how exactly we'll go through this. So let me first run. I will explain this code as well in later sections. So for today, let me explain. Uh, so you guys have idea, right? What we are going to do is here. So here we are calling chat GPT to get that response and all, and we are sending it back as a response here. and this response uh, we are calling it here from, yeah, you can see it here. We are getting this response, and then we are displaying those response here in our uh, OLE model. So let me call it. Who is the Prime Minister of India? Who is the Prime Minister of India? Oh, I think module is not connected. Let me see why it's happening. Uh, who is the Prime Minister of India? Who is the Prime Minister of India? I will have to check whether our API is running or not. Let me see whether, oh, our API is not running. So just a minute. Let me run it. Okay, now it's running. Let me run it again. Who is the Prime Minister of India? Who is the Prime Minister of India? See, here we are getting that response. So the screen size is very small, so that's why I have used this way. You can see the response, same response here. So this is the current details that we have on OLED. So I'm going to run my code. Who is the Prime Minister of India? Who is the Prime Minister of India? See, we are getting that response from AI.